Welcome to our click-through tutorial exploring the WPdx Data Exchange Socrata platform. In this video, we'll show you how to filter, visualize, and export data to unlock valuable insights. To access the WPdx Socrata platform, visit the WPdx website and navigate to the Access Data section. From there, you can access both the WPdx Basic Global Data Repository and the WPdx Plus Global Data Repository. In this tutorial, we will work with the WPdx Plus dataset. Let's begin by understanding how to filter data on the WPdx Socrata platform. The platform offers various data filters that allow you to refine your search and extract specific information. Users can filter data on one column or multiple columns at once. All of the columns in the WPdx dataset are available for filtering. As an example, let's say we want to view water points in Uganda only. First, click the Filter button from the top menu. Now, click Add a Filter Condition and choose a column to filter by. In this case, we want to use the Clean Country Name column. You can also select from different filter conditions such as is not, starts with, contains, does not contain, and is blank. Since we know our exact search term, the best choice is. We enter Uganda as our filter condition. You will now see a data view containing only rows from Uganda. And the bottom right corner displays a total of 99,000 rows. Now, let's say we want to get more specific. Imagine we would like a data view for water points in Uganda that are hand pumps and have a report date of 2022. We'll add two new filter conditions to achieve this. First, we click Add a New Filter Condition and select the column Water Tech Clean to filter on. We enter hand pump as our filter condition. Notice that adding this filter results in 3,888 rows for hand pumps in Uganda. But what happens if we change is to contains? Now the data view has 6,998 rows. This is because entries for hand pumps are not exactly the same. Some entries might read hand pump, while others are more specific, like Afrodev hand pump. When there could be multiple variations of the same word, it is a better choice to select contains. Users also have the option to add multiple values to each filter to extract rows with any of the specified values, such as hand pumps and kiosks from Water Tech Clean. To view data collected in 2022, let's add a date filter. Click Add a New Filter Condition and select Report Date as the filter column. Notice that this filter requires the user to input a start date and an end date. To capture all water points reported in 2022, we input the start date as 2022, January 1st, and the end date as 2022, December 31st. We can now see that there are 2,709 hand pumps that were reported in Uganda in 2022. If you would like a view specific to your organization, you can also filter by source. To do so, clear all other filter conditions and click Add a New Filter Condition, this time selecting Source as the target column. Please note that some data entries may be formatted or spelled differently than expected. For example, let's search for data uploaded by the Global Environment and Technology Foundation. Note that the entry Global Environment and Technology Foundation with an ampersand yields no results. But changing the entry to Global Environment and Technology Foundation, spelled A-N-D, pulls the correct records. A good way to find the exact search term you need is to try multiple variations on the search term. Another approach is to use the sort and roll up feature to get a list of all unique values for a column. To do this for the source column, we first clear our filter conditions, select sort and roll up from the top, indicate that we want to roll up and drill down, then group by source, and click apply. Doing this yields a list of all of the data sources in the WPdx data by unique values. We can scroll through this list, looking for our target organization, and see how to correctly format the search entry. Users can also use the sort and roll up features to obtain simple summary statistics using the count feature. Let's say, for example, we want to know how many records WPdx has in each country in order of most records to least records. To achieve this, we clear our current rollup. This brings us back to the entire WPdx Plus dataset. Then, again, we click Filter from the top menu, Sort and Roll Up, and then Roll Up and Drill Down. To obtain a list of all of the unique countries in the WPdx dataset sorted by the number of records, we group by Clean Country Name and roll up using the row ID and the function count. Finally, we add a sort condition. We would like to sort on the row ID, which is our count variable, descending to achieve a list from most rows to least rows. Then click Apply. Now we've obtained a list of the unique countries in the WPdx Plus dataset ordered from most number of rows to least number of rows. Users can also use conditional formatting to visualize whether certain rows meet conditions. We'll return back to our example of hand pumps in Uganda with report dates in 2022. Let's say we're interested to know how many of the water points were functional. Under the Filter menu, we select Conditional Formatting. You can name your conditional formatting and add conditions. First, suggest the conditional column. In this case, it's status ID. Then the value we would like to highlight. Since we want to know which of the water points were functional, we type yes. Then click Apply. Now, all of the water points that were functional at the time of data collection are highlighted in green. Let's explore how to visualize data on the WaterPoint Data Exchange Socrata platform. Visualizing data helps uncover patterns and trends, making it easier to understand and communicate key insights. The Socrata platform offers a variety of visualization options. From the WPdx Plus dataset, click Visualize in the top bar menu. Then click Launch New Visualization. You will be redirected to another window. Again, let's say we're interested in how many records we have for each country. Under Dimension, select the column that you would like to visualize. In this example, we would like to visualize Clean Country Name. After selecting this option, a column chart appears, showing us how many records we have for each country. We can change the visualization type based on what suits the data best. Green dots indicate that the visualization is suitable for your data input. We can visualize this data input using a bar chart, a column chart, a pie chart, or a combined chart, which allows the user to plot another line or column of data against the one we've already selected. You can also view a summary table of your visualized data. Just like the main Socrata page, the visualization tool has options for the user to filter and subset the data. Simply click Filters in the top right of the screen and add your desired filters. For example, let's analyze the types of water sources in Uganda. First, add a filter to only include water points in Uganda. To do this, search for the column Clean Country Name, which appears in the recommended list. And then underneath, select Uganda and click Apply. Then change the dimension to Water Source Clean. For this example, we'll choose a pie chart. Now we can see the distribution of the different types of water sources in Uganda. Users can also customize their visualizations by clicking the Presentation button with the raindrop icon in the leftmost menu. Here, users can add a title, such as Types of Water Points in Uganda. You can also customize labels and change the color palette of the visualization. Users can also create maps using the Socrata visualization tool. To do so, click Map from the top bar. Then, select a georeference column. In this case, it's already been selected for us. The WaterPoint data exchange contains one georeference column that's suitable for this mapping. A new georeference column which contains the latitude and the longitude of the water point. In this global view of the map, we can see clusters of water points. There are 200,000 water points in this geographic region. Zooming in will yield more specific information about the water points. But first, let's say we want to see which water points are functional and which are not functional. We would style the points by value using status ID. Then choose a color palette that's suitable for our mapping. We can then zoom in on the map to get more specific information about each water point. Here, we zoom in on a cluster of water points to see which ones are functional and which ones are not. Finally, let's learn how to export data from the WaterPoint Data Exchange Socrata platform. Exporting data allows you to analyze it further using external tools, such as Microsoft Excel or other statistical software. Please note that exported data is in a static format, meaning the file will not update as more records are uploaded to WPdx. The export tool exports the current view of the WPdx dataset, meaning you can download subsets of the dataset based on the filters you apply. If you want to download the entire WPdx dataset, you should remove all filters, groups, and rollups. To download data, first click Export from the top menu bar. Then click the Download drop-down menu. Then you can select your desired format. WPdx offers data downloads in a variety of formats, including geospatial data. Once you select your desired file format, the download will begin automatically to your computer. Exported data can be used for in-depth analysis, reporting, and integration with other systems, empowering you to derive actionable insights. An alternative way to download the WPdx Basic and WPdx Plus datasets is using the Socrata Soda API. To access the API download, we first click Export, then Soda API, then find the section where it says API Endpoint. Here, you will find a unique URL that will allow the user to download the WPdx Plus dataset. Copy this unique URL, then open a new tab on your web browser. Paste the URL and press Enter. Now you'll be redirected to a GeoJSON file of the entire WPdx Plus dataset. To save this to your computer locally, select the three dots on the top right corner. This will be the same for Google Chrome on both a Windows computer and a Mac. Then, select More Tools and click Save Page As. This will take you to a screen prompting you to download the file to your computer locally. The API URL is made up of a few components. The first is the website domain, data.waterpointdata.org. Then, a common base path of resource, which is shared between all datasets hosted with Socrata, and then a unique dataset identifier. The dataset identifier for WPdx Plus is EQJE-VGUJ. You can find the unique dataset identifier for WPdx Basic by following the same process described before. The final component of the API link is the file format we wish to download. By default, the file extension is a GeoJSON file, denoted .json. If you would like to download a different file format, you can modify the URL. For example, if we wanted to download a CSV file, we return to the URL and then replace .json with .csv and press enter. Automatically, a CSV file of the entire WPdx Plus dataset is downloaded to the computer. You've now learned how to filter, visualize, and export data on the WPdx Socrata platform. Please reach out to us at info@waterpointdata.org with any questions.